Hey guys, it's Everything Cards, and today I have the tutorial of Unexpected Transpo. The performance is down in the description box. Go ahead and click the link and come back and learn it. Also down there are two moves that you're going to need for this trick. One of them is the turnover placement, the other one would be a card switch. Both of those I've done tutorials for in the past. So if you don't know those, go ahead and click the links in the description, learn those, and then you'll be ready for this trick. Finally, I've switched back to the GoPro angle. I think I'm going to do this for tutorials now, because it'll be a lot easier for you guys. You're seeing exactly what I'm seeing. Let me know what you think, whether I should go back or whether you like it. Anyway, let's go get started with this trick. I'm going to teach it exactly the way I performed it in the last video, but just know there are ways to tweak it to your own style, so don't feel contained to whatever I'm teaching here. That said, I'm going to teach it exactly the way I performed it. Let's begin. I start off by getting a card selected and controlling it to the top. I chose to have them call out stop whenever they want. Then I riffle off two cards as one, pivot those two cards out like so. I actually have two cards here, and do a turnover placement and place that card into the middle. Now that sets the stage because every magician knows that move. The riffle down, take two cards out. They're going to know that you have two cards there, so they're going to know you've controlled this next card. But to throw them off, I actually do the same thing, only this time I only grab one card. If you do this again, they're going to think you have two, and the fact that you have one will make them, it'll confuse them a little bit. It won't really make a difference for laymen, but if you're performing for magicians, it might throw them off a little bit on that first control. Okay, so then you're going to take this card, get a break under that top card right here, and do the card switch, which again is in the description box, so if you haven't learned it, go check it out. So after this, they think that you've just placed one of their selections there, but you've actually switched it with the one they think is in the center, if that makes sense. Next, you're going to do a card production of their bottom card. You can do a few shuffles if you like, just keep that bottom card, make sure you riffle down that bottom card first so that it stays on the bottom. And the card production looks something like this. You're going to get a break under that bottom card, which is their selection, and you want it to be quite a big break, like so. Next, you're going to do a few table cuts. And keep in mind, you want to keep this kind of swooping action while you're doing these cuts. So here, I'll do that again. I'm sure all of you do these cuts. It's kind of fun, but this is in slow motion, obviously. But keep in mind this swooping action, because that's going to help you do this production. At the end of one of the swoops, like as if you're going back for another cut, you're actually going to let go with your thumb, which is going to cause this card to flip over and land upside down. So like so. Does that make sense? I'll do that one more time just so you can see it. It's pretty self-explanatory, but in slow motion it'll look something like that. Okay? And performance speed, just so you get an idea. Oop. There we go. Like that. Okay? And they're going to think that that's the card that you originally placed in the center. And so you can flip it over, and you can act very surprised that that's actually their second selection. And then the great reveal, this over here, the card you swapped is their second selection, or first selection. It's the other one. So yeah, that's the card trick, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.